Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Tabletop Bob. My name is Bob. I'll be your Dungeon Master for tonight. We've got the Keep on the Borderlands crew coming at you just a tad bit later than normal. But we're here. We're back. We're ready for episode 43. So excited, actually, to play tonight. We're going to dive in very soon. But I do have a couple things to say. First off, oh my goodness, the Call of Cthulhu Session 0 on Monday was so awesome. Mostly because of Dasha, but you know, Tim and Eric.
No surprise there.
Tim and John did great as well.
They also appeared.
But it was really fun. Like, wasn't it, Tim, John?
I had a great time.
It was good. Yeah, and none of you guys had any fun with us.
Missed it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's all right.
Sorry.
But learning how to play a new game and learning a whole new mechanic was really fun.
Always entertaining.
Yeah, and so that series officially kicks off in 1 week. Tuesday, February 21st at 8:30 here on the channel. Really excited. John decided to be a rogue, and Tim decided to be a cleric. So go figure. Not only kidding in the slightest, but really.
I rolled it being a strong, intelligent, small, handsome person. The only thing I could think of was rogue.
Oh, that's right. You roll your size.
You roll it all. Dasha is a monster, by the way. She is. Oh my God, she's like a hockey player at Harvard. You gotta tune in, everybody. It's wild. So
she's a communist hockey player.
She's a communist, wannabe communist hockey player at Harvard, and it's gonna be great. I'm so excited. Tim's playing a Catholic priest.
Who looks really good at everything he wears.
No,
Yes.
I was terrible. My charisma was so bad. I'm disfigured and tiny, and
He was in World War I, so he's got he's
no.
he's
prone to
got some
fits of sickness. I'm the
Mustard gas burns and everything.
Yeah, I'm the best.
Consumption, diphtheria, every
Yeah.
1920s disease you could think of.
That's it. So tune in on Tuesday for that, and that series is going to go till we finish. You know, it's going to be a couple more weeks. Really excited to play that game, but I am also equally excited for this one. Everybody, yesterday we didn't do this stream on yesterday. Call of Cthulhu. Normally Tuesday is my live stream day, but it was Valentine's Day, right? And love was in the air, and me and my wife, we celebrated by going to see Billy Joel at the Mecca, Madison Square Garden. It was so much fun. And then I thought to myself, it was such a great performance. Had anybody seen Billy Joel before?
Nope.
No? I had yet to see him. I'm not like a huge Billy Joel fan, but I'm a big classic rock person. My favorite artist is Bruce Springsteen, and they're kind of in the same vein, being a local to the New York area, tri-state area, I should say. And it was awesome. We were blown away about how good he was. And then I was thinking to myself, where have I seen a better concert? And I started thinking all the concerts. I went to so many concerts. I was thinking about it. What's a great concert that you've all been to?
That's a great question.
When and where?
Yeah, so I've been to quite a few, but the one that stands out as the strangest and the most interesting was I saw Snoop Dogg in a place called Northern Lights, just north of Albany, with maybe 200 people, maybe 250 people, in like a small little venue with Snoop Dogg, and what you think would be happening in a Snoop Dogg concert was happening, and everyone was having a really good time, and it was
What they remember of it.
the biggest artist I have seen in that small of a venue. Like it was really cool.
Yeah, small venues are great. I saw Jackson Brown once in a very small venue, and
nice.
His piano actually legit broke down for the final song, which is the Loadout Stay, usually plays at the end of his concerts. And it's all about roadies on the road helping break down and fix things, and it was perfect. And the piano broke, and they're fixing it. He had people coming under the piano, and he's like, you know what? He's like, I'm not gonna hold this up. He's like, I'm playing this on guitar, and he's like, I've never done this before. And he's like, so you're in for a treat. And it was small. Capitol Theater. It was like really tiny, and I was blown away. And that I'll always take that one away as a memory. What about you guys down on the other side here? Chris?
I've been to both of the concert venues you guys just mentioned.
It's almost like we're in the same area.
Yeah, I don't know. Bob, I'm gonna have a hard time picking a concert as much as a concert venue. I don't know if that's cheating, but
It's cheating. It's okay.
oh, that's all right. At the Saratoga Performing Arts Center,
Been there.
SPAC. I think that's just a great concert venue. And I don't know. Shoot.
Well, while you're
I
filibustering,
saw Fish, OAR, and
Of a Revolution.
Dave Matthews. Not all playing together, but
That could
can't
have. If you
decide.
told me they were, I would be like, sure.
yeah. You know what? They were. Let's just go on believing that. But that's a great venue. Highly recommend it.
Cat is frantically Googling for when that happened.
Chris,
so
what
my
about you?
first concert ever there, Nate. It's a beautiful place.
Oh, at the SPAC?
Yep.
Mhm.
Very nice.
Nice.
Chris, what about you? Any concerts, prolific
Well,
concerts?
I've only ever really seen a handful of concerts. I was at like the last Fish show up in Coventry, Vermont. But like the ones that stuck out, I went and saw Roger Waters do the Wall at MSG about 10 years ago. But that didn't impact me. Like I went and saw the Machine, a Pink Floyd cover band, do a Pink Floyd show at like Ridgefield Playhouse. I
Yeah.
wept. It was so powerful and
Wow.
so beautiful. Every minute of the show, I just sat there in a different world, and it makes me just wish that I could have seen some of those classic concerts. That we all kind of missed.
A
That's
really
maybe
good tribute band for a band that we've lost. It can be a really powerful thing. If
Yeah.
they're really good.
Yep.
I found myself just streaming weeping tears the whole time.
Wow. And that's a cover band. Wow.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Well, I guess it's a testament to the music.
Yes,
how
it really is. Yeah.
powerful it is. Dark Side of the Moon and The Wall.
Jeff, Tim, did you go yet?
Yeah, I got to go with definitely some local venues too, like Webster Hall.
Hmm.
And then what was the other one I went to? Oh, like up in Boston, Fenway MGM. It was great. I saw Noah Khan and Zach Bryan 2 separate times, who have both like blown up this year, but I saw them both like small venues, cheap tickets. I was like, guys are rock solid, like great entertainers, great performers, great closers. So highly recommend if anyone has a chance to see Noah Khan.
I
or
thought for
Zach
sure
Bryan.
he was going to see Justin Bieber. I was like,
I'm going to see Taylor Swift in spring, and that will be the best concert, but that's not for a couple months.
How did you get those tickets?
You wouldn't believe the terrible things I had to do.
He had to sell his kidney.
I didn't even talk about them on stream.
There's a
Yeah.
Ticketmaster executive that feels very disappointed right
We-
now.
One of the Ticketmaster executives,
Am I?
I believe, is the new ruler of Avernus. So
You know, if you can't make a bargain, what can you do?
that's right. Jeff, what about you?
Well, I've been to a few things, but I guess if I'm going to mention one that would be the biggest deal, I saw the Police on the Synchronicity tour, which was their last full tour,
Oh wow.
and it was at an
20
outside
miles away.
an outdoor venue. Oh my god, it's amazing.
Yeah, I bet.
And the thing is, whenever I talk about this thing, there were only those three. The three of them. They had no other musicians. Okay, it was just the three of them on stage, and they were amazing. Sting stood down in the lower right-hand corner of the stage. Yeah, our right, stage left, with his bass. I think he played a little bit of stand-up, and he had mostly played regular bass. And the other 3/4 of the front half of the stage was completely clear, and Andy Summers just bounced constantly for 2.5, 3 hours, never stood still, always bouncing while he was playing.
It's amazing
Okay.
how much energy some of these guys have. It's crazy.
And Stuart Copeland had the entire back half of the stage, and it was, I don't know how many drum kits and percussion sets and everything.
He's an
And he-
all-time great drummer. Yeah.
He just ran from one station to another, changing
Wow.
sometimes during songs. And those three guys played every song you would expect them to play on Synchronicity, just the three of them.
Yeah.
Okay. And it did not sound significantly different in any bad way compared
Mhm.
to the album. I mean, they played longer versions and variations and stuff. Of course, that's why you go to a concert.
If you guys don't know the song Synchronicity, look it up.
Oh yeah.
That album is just amazing, and the Police were amazing all the way through. I've seen Sting 2 or 3 times since as a solo act, and it's always a good show. But the thing that bugs me, I figured this out the second time I saw him. The encore, the playlist for the encore was printed in the program.
Every time
They play. Yeah. The last 2 I know for sure because I
Strange.
checked it the third time. And I'm like, dude, you planned to play these songs.
Yeah.
but
Well, they
you
all
ma-
do. They all.
You made
do.
it, but he made it obvious
Yeah.
that he made us beg for them for.
You
10 or
kind of have to
15
have.
minutes.
Yeah. You kind of have
And
to
I
suspend your
found that
disbelief.
insulting.
Yeah.
Psychoanalyzed, you guys. Hardcore.
Well,
I don't particularly remember an encore to the Synchronicity tour. I don't remember it in being broken up like that. So I don't.
but you
I don't
remember
know.
it being written down.
Well, I didn't. I don't remember seeing a program for that
Okay,
show.
gotcha,
I must
gotcha.
have had one, but I don't remember it. I just
Gotcha.
remember how amazing the show was, and the sun was kind of setting behind the stage
Yeah.
through the whole thing because it was started a little before sunset and it went well into dark. But yeah, I was a little bugged when I found out that Sting made us beg for songs that he promised to play anyway.
Yeah.
So
So,
bugbeared.
yeah, a little.
Ooh.
Yeah, I
A
was
little bugbeared.
A little bugbeared.
I tell you what is going to need an encore. It's going to be this episode of Keep on the
Bugbears
Borderlands.
have stings.
No,
No. Now you went too far, Chris.
They're bugs.
they're big hairy
Like,
goblins.
that was a. I thought that was very clever.
You went too
I,
far.
I
We're
liked it. I liked it.
starting now, Chris. We're starting. The music's on.
We had a whole discussion before we came live about what a bugbear is.
Yes.
because some of these children didn't
Oh.
actually know.
Oh no! Don't call me younger than you.
I am old enough that it makes me feel great when you call me young.
I'm in that nice middle ground.
I'll take the young. I'll take it. Well,
Well,
everybody,
you knew.
he knew. Yes, John knew. Nate learned for the first time what a bugbear is, and he was
I would
surprised.
assume
Less
buggish
buggy.
qualities on a bear.
Right.
And you'd be wrong.
Yeah, I made an
Ut-
ass
utterly
out of
incom-
me. I assumed.
Yes, you assumed. So today we do tackle the bugbears. That's where we're headed. But before we begin, let's recap last session. So obviously, last session ended in a wild kind of flourish. The orcs that you were, I said following, I guess. Maybe it's not the right word last time, but the orcs that you were working with, that you had agreed to clear the opposite cave so that Grazclaw could reclaim his throne as the orc chieftain. They were losing pretty badly when you entered into that kind of that melee in the chieftain's chambers. We saw Shuckrock, the usurper, who was putting a beatdown onto Grazclaw's his warriors and himself. Or sorry, not himself, and Grazclaw himself. But then when you entered the fray, things started to change. Obviously, you're much more powerful than these common orcs here. So you started to take matters into your own hands. You entered into the chamber. You were able to clear most of the chaff and ultimately allow Grazclaw to perform the killing. Well, actually, no. It was Barachelios who did the killing blow. Am I right?
I believe so.
Yes. Yeah, Barak, you smite. I think you smited.
I
to-
smote him in the name of Hyperius.
Yeah. Once Grazclaw defeats Shuckrock, and again he strung him up, and he's going to use his body as an example out beside the cave. He's now in charge once more, and your uneasy truce or alliance with him has now ended. He let you pass, obviously, and probably for good, because most of you were still pretty powerful. If he were to try to start any beef with you, you probably would have been able to fight pretty strong. He was injured rather gravely. I think Eric brought him back to life.
Mhm.
So now the truce is over. You headed back to the Kobold Cave and took a long rest. And during that long rest, a couple things happened. You sorted through your gear. You took note that you had a +1 hand axe. Who has possession of that? Was it Barak?
I think
Card
didn't I give it
does.
to?
I thought Skeggy had it.
Karg
Oh.
or Skeggy.
So you thought Karg had
No,
it. Karg thought
no.
Skeggy had it. Skeggy thought you had it. Who has it?
Hey,
I
Karg
pull it
has
out of my bag and I go, "Oh, my bad, guys," and I hand it to Karg.
Take it.
I'm the wrong guy to give a strength weapon
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay,
Total waste of a weapon.
I'll take it.
I think it's probably best in your hands, Karg, because not that you don't do a lot of damage, but your only real thing is damage, right? And if you have to
Correct.
bypass stuff, you want that magical weapon, I guess. That's what I think we talked about this off stream, right?
I think
Yeah.
we did talk off
Yeah.
stream.
It's good to have at least one.
Yeah. And if you had to, Barrack can smite or has other ways to do damage, so
I do.
It's a hand axe, right? As I'm plugging it in. Plus
yes,
one.
it's a straight up hand axe +1, so +1 to hit, +1 damage, and it bypasses magical resistance. If you need something to bypass a magical or resistance of sorts.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. The last thing that you looked at was this rope, and I don't know if it was Chris or someone, but you identified the rope. And who has the rope?
I have the rope.
You have the rope. Can you tell
I
everybody
have
what the rope was?
Well, it's a rope of climbing, and I don't have the text right in front of me, but basically speaking, you can, if you hold one in and issue it a command, it will kind of crawl its way at 10 feet per round, I believe.
Yeah.
To wherever you told it to go, and then it will tie itself to that thing. And I kind of inferred, I don't think it explicitly said, but I kind of inferred that you could tell it to climb up something, so that you could get it to affix to something high, like, I don't know, maybe the wall of a frontier keep or
Interesting.
something, just at random, just to pick a random
Pick
example.
something totally out of the blue.
Totally out of the blue.
Mhm.
That it might be useful for getting into places that people might not expect you to otherwise be able to get into. And you can use it to tie other things up and such too. It's a silk rope. It's very light and
Ooh,
very
very
strong.
soft on the skin.
Soft, yes.
All
And
right.
I'm old, so I
Bondage?
appreciate soft. Oh, you could do that.
You
little
could.
little
Rope of,
creativity involved there.
So
Rope of Shibari. So, oops, lumberjacks aren't supposed to know that sort of thing.
no, I don't know what you're talking about.
With that
Um,
rope, they can't keep us out of anywhere.
Now we see what you did there.
All right.
So I'll pat myself. on
That's the
back.
stream. So So we are headed to the Bugbear Cave now. Now the group kind of got mixed up in a bunch of politics between goblins and the hobgoblins and then the orcs, and kind of went one after another. I know you were trying to clear out the caves in general, just to, again, like, kind of just whittle down numbers, gain experience. And now that you've done that, you feel like the need to go after these kids. You had been told by Maravek, well, Tim actually, Eric was told by Maravek, that there were some kids that were coming, and they have this strange quality that they could change their appearance. Edgar and you have two brothers, Alan and Edgar, and the two of them are quote unquote known as the Frog Brothers because, well, there's rumors that they change their appearance to look like that of a frog, maybe of bullywug descent or something like that. The mystery is still out there, so
It's kind of weird.
yeah, it's strange. Who can do that? Like, that's a strange thing, to change your appearance in front of people. It's wild. So, Tim, you were tasked with going to find out what happened to them. They were supposed to be coming to the keep, and their transport was attacked, seemingly by one of these races here in the caves. And you found out from Archibald Johnson, who was one of the guards under Buttes, that their caravan that was headed to the keep with a bunch of other keep guards was attacked, and in prisoner trades and so on and so forth. That's how you met him. He and a few other commoners were in the Hobgoblin Caves. And so now that the politics of the orcs are done, you're headed to those Bugbear Caves. I'm going to switch this over to Roll20 and maneuver. Yeah, let's see if I can, without messing anything up, move everything to the other page. Yeah, I think I can do this. All right. Great. So here we are. This cave right here is now it was Shuckrock's cave, so that is now an orc cave. So we'll get rid of that. I'll change that for a moment. But you were told by, let's see, where are you here? Oh no, sorry, this was Shuckrock's cave, the orc cave right here. And then this cave right here, you're told by the kobolds that this is where the bugbears live. How are we getting there, and what time are we leaving? I forget the long rest situation. I believe you entered into the orc cave at night, correct?
Yes.
So would it be morning then at this point?
We want to do whatever we have whatever we have learned is the best thing to do at this point.
Well, you tell me what that is, and you do it.
We've learned almost nothing.
Well, I think that we've learned that most of these things kind of are dormant during the day.
They seem to be relatively nocturnal. I agree.
Yep.
So morning is probably the best point to assault one of these caves. Have we gotten any information from the kobolds as to the layout of the Bugbear Cave?
No, they don't know it.
They avoid it like the plague, I bet.
Well,
Do they know either of these other two still unexplored caves? I know one of them is very evil and they don't go there.
Both of them are very evil, and they don't go there.
Okay.
I thought this was the worst one here. Isn't this half broken in and caving in or whatever?
Didn't we like listen at that and hear scary things and run away?
Yes, the lower cave, you heard some like growling noises, animalistic noises, and they were coming from that cave. And there was, I believe, bones discarded at the entrance.
Oh yeah. We did Monty Python references.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that cave for a long time.
Yeah, it's curious.
Very curious.
This one is still unexplored. We didn't get this as the top of one of the
Oh,
hot
way down there. There's knolls around here somewhere too. If we were going to go in ascending order, we would do the knolls before the bugbears.
Yeah, but we decided we have a quest that needs to be resolved. We have to save the kids, the weird Bullywood kids.
Yeah, we do have to
Really?
save these kids.
Is your
I hope they.
quest?
Who was it who
those-
charged you with that quest?
What is your favorite color?
Maravek
that-
to keep.
Maravek. This is Maravek's plan. Oh, okay.
All right, well,
Oh,
I mean, should we just do our usual shock and awe? There's no sense in trying to sneak in there because
It works so well usually.
Sneaking is not our long suit.
I guess we just go in and trigger whatever happens when that happens, and go from there. Wait for everything to get really bad, then run.
Can we go half stealthy at least?
We can try. We can have.
I was gonna say we might as well
We would
try
start
this stealth.
stealthy.
The
So-
problem is that
It's more fun when we
bugbears
fail.
are very sneaky.
Let me give you a
Does your
a little-
character know that? Because I don't know that. Barrett's
I
like,
don't know. Skanky's been around a while. He
I feel like
has heard that.
I feel like if you'd like to make a nature check or even a maybe history check, you could learn a little bit. Maybe you've read about bugbears.
I know so much about bugbears. I
Just
just
a history check.
I
from
just was
Hyrule.
kidding. I
Ooh, look at that.
love bugbears.
Whoa, Hieronymus can tell us what size underwear they wear.
If it comes down to knowing things, Hieronymus knows things. He drinks
Where-
and he knows things.
Eric's got a nat 20. Holy crap.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna roll on this one. I don't know anything about. I got a -2 on nature, so bugbears are nothing.
Yeah, so here's what you would know. I would say if you, again, with your character, you have to tell me this. I would say it differs depending if you've encountered them or not. Do you really think your character would have encountered a bugbear? That's your opinion, your decision. You tell me. If Chris and Nate, you rolled the highest, tell me about your encounters.
Hyro, with his established hatred of all things demi-human, orcs and human goblinkin and all that, could possibly know they're related to some degree. I would assume so. He would probably know something based on his seething hatred of them his entire life.
I think Barrick has a little bit of like a book smarts. He kind of entered the campaign with like he read a lot of stories growing up. So I feel like he's heard about them in that sense, like as a don't go into the woods or the bugbears
they
will
have
get you.
Folk-
He's raised in this religious,
Yeah,
order that he's a.
folklore almost,
Sort of.
right?
Yeah, exactly. So that's his type of knowledge, almost more legend and scary story stuff.
Here's what you would know. I'll tell you with your nature check, Barrick. because you did nature, right? Not history.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe in terms of history or like lore about them, you would assume it to be more fantasy than anything. So we're not even going to count that scary boogeyman story type things. But in terms of nature, perhaps you have studied them as an adult or something like that at your wherever you grew up, to your order or something like that. And here's what you would know. You would know that bugbears are related to goblins. They are goblinoid creatures. However, in terms of their anatomy, they're very different. Whereas they might be taller, like an orc or a hobgoblin, they are more lanky and longer armed. Their arms are actually extremely long, and which makes it very easy for them to leverage their weapons. They're physical specimen, basically. They can do a lot of things that other races can't because of the length of their arms. Now, also, one thing to note is they typically, because they are so large and powerful, they're medium characters, but they're large and powerful, their weapons do more damage because of that. All right? That's what I'd say the nature of it.
I pass
gives
this
you.
along.
Yeah, I assume you're
They're
passing this along. Yeah.
Strong, wiry folk. Get ready to take some hits, friends.
Now, in terms of history, Hieronymus, you've read up on bugbear history, and you know that they are probably, in terms of organization level, they are more loners. They usually don't group in as big of collections as goblins, for sure, orcs, but what they do make up for is their tactics. They are more cunning and more brutal when they attack, as opposed to, goblins that try to just kind of stupidly overwhelm people, or run, hit and run tactics. That's what the bugbears use. Hit and run tactics, kind of really shock and awe, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
They're masters of shock and awe.
No, yeah.
So my question to you is, what happens when one group who has mastered the art of shock and awe tries to shock and awe another master of shock and awe?
I thought we were just muddling through. I didn't.
I would
realize
hardly say we mastered anything.
It's an electric situation.
It is. What happens when a unstoppable force meets an immovable object?
Fireball.
We're gonna make the best DC movie of all time. Is gonna happen.
Hopefully we're not caught between them.
You guys are great.
By the way, best DC movie of all time.
By the way, chat. I don't know if you guys are watching the chat right now.
No,
They're
that's
on fire
cheating.
today, actually. Yeah.
Per the usual.
They're per usual. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, per usual. But they're on fire. Yeah, Chris. Shock and awe. Shock and awe. All one word. Sounds like a song. Shock and awe.
That's gonna be that when we form a band. That's what we're gonna call
Shock and awe.
ourselves.
Yeah, we're gonna see
Shock
them.
and awe. It's like Sha-na-na, but it's shock and awe.
Sha-na-na.
All right. So do you want to approach the cave stealthily? You noticed in daytime it's easier to move around, surprisingly, because it's daytime and easier to see. But most creatures aren't out. You never see anybody at like the fronts of caves, things like that. But still, to be quiet and maybe to go from brush to brush, give me a stealth check.
Right, so we can only really count on encountering their first layer of defense. And once we hit that, all hell's gonna break loose. So Barrick, you do your best not to die. The rest of you try not to die, and I'll fireball them. All of them.
So this
Can
whole
do.
time I should have been trying not to die.
Yes, that's exactly what you should be doing.
I am happily
Well,
going
friends.
to try not to die.
Tim,
Are we
new
doing
strategy.
a group
Ah,
stealth
sorry,
roll? Is that
Eric.
what's going on?
Oh,
Yes.
who rolled this one?
Hey now. Oh, why is it rolling twice? Wait. Oh no, that's correct. Sorry. Oh, it was nature.
Pyro.
Nat 20
Alright.
on the stealth.
Mohag will also roll stealth, and as he does, he says, "Yeah, Card, can you not try to die this time?"
I'd
That'd be
I'd also like to just say that was a nat
Hey.
1 that got re-rolled to a nat 20 with my lucky feat with my.
That feat has
Ooh.
really come through.
Is
Yeah,
it the lucky feat or is it your halfling luck?
Excuse me, it is my halfling luck.
Gotcha.
Correct.
It's
The
a
16,
feature.
right?
Yeah, it's so good.
Tim, not bad.
Lucky feat. I haven't
There you go.
activated that yet today.
Oh, I see. Roll over less than one. I see. Oh, interesting. the die roll formulas in Roll20 are
It's kind of cool, right?
pretty,
Yeah.
Really
pretty
fun,
cool.
right?
Yeah, you can, if you take the time, you can make some really cool macros.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, so I see a 25, a 25, no, I was going to say another 25, but it's two 25s, an 11 on Hieronymus's part, Barrick with the low roll, a 3,
What?
and
Then a
Eric
16.
with a
Clank it
16.
along there, Tin Man.
Okay, so Barrick with a 16, and Mohag's actually
need
going to get
some
a
oil.
decent score here.
For my armor.
Mohag's going to get a 15 in total. So you seem to move rather quiet. I mean, you've gotten pretty practiced at this. You know, generally speaking, locations, rocky outcroppings to run to and then take cover. You're avoiding other cave openings, and you get to the Bugbear side.
Bob, sorry. On our way there, I just want to make sure I turn to everybody. Say, I look forward to finally saving these kids. I pray to Hyperius that they haven't croaked yet.
Oh,
I hope. I, in all seriousness, I hope they're okay, and I can't wait to rescue them. And I'm glad I could be doing it with this group. I traveling with you is riveting, and I look forward to ridding this cave of evil.
We have been together since we were tassels, you might say.
oh,
It's
Indeed.
about time we hop to it.
oh.
And everyone gets 8 temporary hit points.
You get
Oh,
Oh
9 for
no,
that.
we should
Good.
lose hit points
No,
for that
9.
one.
And I'm gonna turn to Eric and Karg and say, friends, my frontline brothers, here you are, and I aid them with 5 extra hit points.
Oh, major armor as
May
well.
Hyperius guide us.
Way up. Way up.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Huge.
All right. So
I was like, I thought he would forget.
brutal. No, I would never forget. No. So you cast aid and you say your prayer, and you head out to the Bugbear Cave. As you approach, you can see this cave entrance looks rather typical. It's wide, wider than the other cave entrances. It's about 15 feet wide. There are several crudely painted signs posted near the entrance, each in a different tongue. What do you do as you approach?
Can
Attempt
we
to
read them?
You can. Yeah. You want to get close and read them?
Yeah.
I want to come at the cave from the side, as opposed to straight on.
Yeah, I was almost thinking.
Yeah, that makes sense. We should also let the guy in the metal pants hang back.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, I might have a I can wait, hold on. I think this is the right one. I'm gonna after Barrick gives us his temporary hit points, I'm gonna tap him on the back while he's clanking along and be like, hey, a little bit quieter next time. And you get advantage on stealth checks. Cannot let that disadvantage on stealth checks for the next hour, so a little bit quieter.
That's great.
Excellent. Hey, thanks, friend.
You bet.
I think I'm going to just switch us over to our larger view, the main screen for now. When we get to the map, then I'll put us there. The signs beside the entrance to the cave are written in a variety of languages. I believe some of you can speak. I think actually between the group you can speak them. Orcish,
Check,
Goblin,
check.
Kobold.
Nope.
No,
Or kobolds.
but
No one cares.
but perhaps you've seen at least text that are similar somewhere in the Kobold Cave. Midu was doing some flashcards with Mohag. So
Sudoku.
actually, Mohag, maybe he speaks Kobold. Who knows? He'll tell you
Play
though.
that out as a short.
It's a Kobold. It's Kobold, everybody. He says.
Of course. Like you, Mohag.
Cold's right in Draconic.
Yes, kobolds are draconic. Sorry, did I say kobold? Yeah, draconic. Yeah.
That was me asking. That wasn't Skeggy chiding.
Yeah, it would be
Mohag.
draconic. It would be draconic. I don't know why I said kobold.
That's fine.
all the signs read, "Welcome." All capital letters in common. The common one is welcome. "Come in and report to the first guard on the left for a hot meal and bed assignments."
Sneaky bugbears.
Speak, friend, and enter.
"Welcome. Come in and report to the first guard on the left for a hot meal and bed assignment." Over and over again on all the signs. All the signs in Kobold or Draconic. Orc,
I whispered,
Goblin,
should we
Common.
try it?
I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think that you're gonna like the meal they're serving.
Tim, you have a high
Likely-
passive perception, don't you? Is it 15 or higher?
I do.
You do?
Let me check it. It is 15. Exactly.
Okay. Then anyone with a 15 passive perception, you can smell some cooked meats, some meats roasting on a fire.
Mm-hmm. Smell like pork?
I would say it smells.
Like chicken.
It smells good. It's yeah, some sort of savory meat being cooked.
They're cooking something or someone.
Long pig, barbecue.
Hey guys, so we've learned in all these places that there's more than one entrance to the cave. And why are we still going in the front entrance? Let's go find the other one.
That's not true. Just making sure you know that.
Karg doesn't believe it.
I don't know if this is Karg or John, but that is not entirely true.
It's Karg. I mean, yeah, the kobolds only got one way in, but the kobolds are a bunch of little nobodies. The goblins, the orcs, they all had different ways.
So our sample space is 2.
3.
2 or 4. I can
Kobolds,
only
goblins, orcs.
2 out of 3 of our examples satisfy your hypothesis.
There's
Not a bad
numbers
idea.
higher than 3? I thought that was the biggest number.
Hero was like,
That's more Sasori. I guess Karg's not that dumb.
So yeah, you hear the sign, or you see the signs. I saw the sign. I don't know about you all, but
It opened up
It
my
opened.
eyes.
it opened up my eyes.
this is awful, awful night. I think I'm gonna get COVID again.
Anything would be an improvement over this.
That's not
Just
funny.
felt
And you hear,
Um,
you smell the meats, and you see the
That's
signs. What do you do?
Well, we could waste cockroach to see how far he can get in there before he dies.
He'll be in the stew.
I mean,
Ice is
does
right, it's fine.
does the stealthy person just want to look to the unexplored cave a little bit to the southwest?
I
Yeah, I
nominate
know.
Stealthy Person.
I rolled a nat 20. I'm happy to do it.
Yeah, I think going
Please,
into the
get
cave
to
would be
roll
another
again.
roll, though. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna not move.
I'm happy to do it. I want to check out, like we said, let's check out the other cave.
Sure. It's be a different, you're in a different setting and environment, different floor you're going to be stepping on.
Rolling right now. That's a 19.
19. Okay. You want to head in?
Wait, are you? Hold on.
I
What
just
are you
meant
doing?
to check
John?
out like
Are you
what-
going to the other cave now?
No,
Or are you
he's going to
into
check.
this one.
He's going to check out this cave, I think, just to see what's in
Okay,
at the
that's
first
what. Okay.
turn or something, right, John? Am I right?
Correct.
All right. You hug the wall and you walk carefully inward. You try to be soft-footed and not make any noise. And as you start approaching in, you can see that the corridor kind of makes like a T intersection. One to the left, one to the right. The meat smell is clearly coming from the left, and so are some voices once you get about 20 feet in or so. Do you speak?
Oh, halfling in common.
Okay, never mind.
Wait a minute. Which cave did John go in? The Bugbear Cave or the unexplored cave?
The Bugbear Cave. Oh, John, am I wrong? Are you in the different cave?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I thought you were pinging it. I saw a ping over the unexplored cave.
I didn't ping anything. I'm not even looking at Roll20 right now.
Oh, sorry, Bob. I was talking about I was kind of piggybacking on Karg's comment about seeing if
Another way
there
in.
was a second entrance
I thought we had a fairly
and looking at the
cave.
unexplored cave to the southwest. If a sneaky person wanted to just look at that cave.
Oh,
Yeah, just like a quick
then I was
cursory-
wrong.
Yeah. I was on that page.
We'll
too.
get back to just put a pin in what you just said. We'll do that in a minute.
This cave.
Yep.
Is that cool?
Gotcha. Yeah. I didn't know. I didn't know what was going on. Yeah. Sorry.
So cards allowed.
I'll shadow him at a distance and cover him with my crossbow ready from a bush.
Gotcha. Okay.
If anything jumps him, I'll shoot it.
Love it. And you had an awesome stealth check too, so it makes sense that you and I.
Well, yeah, but if you want to be the man down front, you're the front liner.
That is me. That is my role.
I'm not going to fight you for that.
Sitting here with I don't even want to say it, the X number of health points.
So, this cave is unlike the other. It's a bit smaller of an entrance, and it's pitch black inside. Do you have a? Do you have a light source? No. So the other one, actually, you'd sensed a light once you looked in a little bit, and you could see there's a faint light coming from in that hallway that I was referring to. So that one you might be able to see a bit, and the daylight comes in. Honestly, this one, just maybe the way the overhang is, like the sun doesn't really get too far into this cave.
Well, I would light a torch.
Okay, you light a torch. Upon entering the cave, you need to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
well, that was
To everybody or just
Just John.
okay.
He's the only one going in.
Good enough for now. Yeah, I'm happy with that. It's okay.
An 11.
And make it 11.
John, you feel Karg feels a bit dizzy. Like it's dark in here, and your torchlight normally shines to about 40 feet, but you almost feel like there's like some sort of like external pressure, and like the light is like being muted a bit. It's not casting as bright. It's flickering a bit, and you start to feel dizzy, almost like you've been on almost like a what's the thing in the children's playground? Is it a
Merry-go-round?
Merry-go-round?
No, it's not a merry-go-round. It's the
Oh, I
thing
know
that-
what you mean. The
City.
city. Yeah,
Carousel?
I know what you mean.
Yeah, whatever. This you spell like you've been spinning around. Be a bit dizzy, a bit lightheaded.
That would make me, check really quickly one more time and then immediately retreat.
Yeah, you start to feel around for. You're up against the wall. You reach out. Oh my god, the wall's not there anymore.
Oh, no.
All right, I guess I'm gonna. I don't know which way's up and which way's down anymore.
You turn, and that flash of the torch in front of your face as you turn back, turn forth. You don't see the light of the exit anymore.
Uh-oh.
From the entrance, can we see Karg in there?
He took a turn. And you see the light still reflecting, but you don't see him anymore. He turned either left. He turned left, and he kind of went out of sight. You assumed he was just being stealthy.
No, I mean, yeah, it's a fair
You see
assumption.
the light, though, the glow from inside. You can see that light still there.
Let's see it spinning in circles. It's a little raven there.
John,
What?
what do? Do you just try to find the exit?
Hey, what did Tim say? What did Eric say?
He said, "You're so Raven."
Oh,
I have no idea what that means.
You know, little rave. He's got his little strobe light. He's spinning
Yeah.
that light. Wow.
Oh, Raving. All I'm thinking of is That's So Raven.
That's what I'm thinking of. The Disney show.
You don't have small children, do you, Tim?
I was a small child watching that on TV, so
He's not aware. Of it.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna continue to try to if I can't see, feel my way out. Not take too many steps from where I am, but try to get my bearings here. And if I can't figure it out in a short amount of time, I'm going to start raging.
Give me a survival check.
Oh, that always helps.
Survival or the rage?
Survival.
I'm talking. Yeah. An 8.
That anxiety is starting to sink in. You just want to feel that wall one more time, and you can't. You're reaching. You're searching out, probing for the wall, and you don't get it.
How long
Yeah.
has he been in there?
Probably 12 seconds.
Oh, okay, so not long enough that we'd be panicking yet.
I don't know if anyone else can react yet, but I mean, I think I'm panicking. I want to. Yeah,
you call-
I'm gonna,
Do you call to your friends or no?
I mean, I'm trying to be stealthy, but I might be like, Skaggy.
Well, Eric is the one with you, right? Or no. Sorry,
No,
you both
I-
are there. Yeah.
I said I was following along.
Yeah.
Um.
You'll hear him, Skaggy.
Okay. Is Eric? Are you in earshot?
I'm staying at the cave entrance. Yeah.
You're with me. Okay, so fine. Okay. I get out that rope of climbing, and I'll tie it around I will command it to tie itself around my own waist. And is there a stump or something nearby that I can command it to tie the other end to?
We'll say there's some sort of natural feature.
Okay.
Yeah, like a bush or something.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go in because I can see. You be ready to pull me out if I call. So I'll go in with my dark vision, carefully, touching the wall the whole time. The right hand side of the wall. I'm putting a hand on it.
Sure.
Since we saw his torch behave wrongly, right? From
No.
the outside.
No.
Oh, it looks fine?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, even so, I'm still keeping a hand on the wall because I'm a dwarf and I know what caves are like.
Give me a wisdom saving throw as you enter the cave.
Yeah, I figured that. Thanks. Not my long suit. Okay, but I'm holding steady right now.
You walk in no more than 30 feet and take a quick turn left as you feel the wall on your side. And there's Karg spinning in circles, looking around, probing, reaching for the wall that he can seem to never get.
Oh, all right, lad. I grab him by the collar and I give a little tug on the rope, and I start dragging him out.
Yeah, you drag him out, and
So
you
this
get
just
there.
looks like a cave, a natural cave.
It looks like a natural
Yeah.
cave. Yes. Mhm.
What do you see before you?
It's a
any
natural-
sign.
The same thing that you see, Karg. You saw just a natural cave entrance. You went in about 20, 30 feet or so, and then you felt the wall disappear, the light kind of getting compressed. And Skeggy, actually, it was pretty dark in there. Like, even with your dark vision, you were like, man, there's like zero light in here. Everything was
Okay.
pure black and white that you could see.
Okay.
Okay.
All
So you
right.
come back out.
But I didn't see any sign of
No.
no sign of creatures, no sign of sentience, of humanoids.
No, in fact,
No.
the only corridor that you saw went on beyond your sight.
Okay, and it's just raw natural cave.
Yeah.
Huh. That's very bad. We'll not be going in there.
Yeah, that's pretty scary. Magic cave.
Apparently.
So, does it connect to the this cave we're at?
Not in a useful sort of way.
It might connect, but oh man, I'm dizzy, and I sit down on the ground.
All right. So you
It
come
kinda-
back. Once you're out of the cave, John, your senses will come back to you very quickly.
Okay.
I rub his back.
Oh,
Okay, friend.
Like you kind of sit there and you're like, and you just like slowly spit. I'm thinking like Dr. Evil after the chair incident. Anyone knows the movie reference?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, dizzy now. Oh, that's yeah.
It looks like Hieronymus, Mohag, Barrack are still close to the Bugbear entrance.
Yeah.
Okay. You'll hear like a just a raucous laughter coming from inside. Hearty, deep voices laughing from inside.
Oh, come on.
They are
now
totally
we have
watching
to
us.
go in now. We absolutely have to go in now.
I'm ready. Barrack.
The Bugbear
All right,
Cave.
then.
The Bugbear Cave. You're talking about the Bugbear Cave.
Yes. The bugbears are
As
now
soon as-
laughing at us.
As soon as Karg is ready to stand, I say we get in this place.
I'm ready. Let me at him.
him.
Excellent, friend.
All right.
I want to try and sneak in stealthily, looking for that that bed and breakfast hostess. You know that's at the entrance, I guess.
Yeah, they said look to the left. I'm gonna be staring to the right the whole time.
Sure.
Perfect.
Absolutely. Let me grab
I
your
read
tokens.
it literally, and I'm looking left.
I forgot about your tokens. Let me move your tokens over to a spot, and then I'll switch our screen.
I'm gonna look dead ahead.
Who's looking up?
We
Who's
got all
looking
angles
behind?
covered here.
I think
We
we
need someone looking up, someone looking down.
We need to try to investigate a trap or two. I think, but they know we're coming.
Yeah.
Hieronymus says that, there is another cave over there, you dolts, that we could also go and explore if you want to.
The one
Just
with
saying.
the one with the bones.
Well, yeah, that one.
I mean, Barry's always wanted to go in there, but
I'll wait. I'll sit here and wait. You guys go ahead.
That's reassuring. Thank you.
I'm gonna, Bob. I want to make sure I'm looking at the left wall for any sort of traps, anything like that.
Sure.
I'm looking this way, friends.
I'm creeping on that right wall, thinking it's a trick.
Hieronymus tries sarcasm and fails.
That sounds about right.
Oh,
All right, do you see
Yeah.
your tokens, everybody?
Yeah.
Do you need
Eric and me,
cockroach?
just that.
Do you need cockroach?
Oh wait, Nate, we gotta switch.
Any cockroach? Well, he's over there. I got him. He's
Yep.
over in the York cave. Oh, you
You're
can't.
trying
trying
okay.
to
He's like,
left that, right?
Let me bring him
Yes.
over for you, Chris. Let me move him.
Hit a wall.
Yeah, let me
He's
move
over
him
there
for you.
fluttering about.
From the window.
Tim, are you and I in the right spots, or should we switch?
We can switch.
I don't care. I'm just asking.
No, I'm happy to be in the front. Let's switch.
Okay. All right.
There he is.
Okay.
I tend to be in the back.
Yeah, position
Oh,
yourselves where
perfect.
you want. Where do you want Moheg?
Right there.
Right in
Yeah,
front
perfect.
and center.
All right, then
Second
he'll go.
line.
He'll go behind with Hieronymus.
No, he's behind. He's behind Karg. I feel like that's where he has been.
He feels like he needs to be a protector for Hieronymus after the
I think
incidents
that's
of the orc.
Very true.
Hieronymus will not argue with that.
Fine, I'll be in the middle with Eric. It just
Okay,
So
then
that's
he'll.
like 30 more hit points
behind
Hieronymus has.
Yeah.
Is Hieronymus calling him Zeb Jr. yet, or is that going to take a little while?
Well, whatever it takes, man.
ZJ.
ZJ.
So Nate, I believe you said you were taking lead here with Karg.
Yeah, I'm checking the left, looking for traps.
Okay.
Karg's doing the same on the right. I think.
Oh, you're actually checking for like the ground. okay.
Mainly the wall is what I'm looking at.
Oh,
but
okay.
I mean, depends how much you'll let me check.
If you're gonna go every 5 feet, you can do that. You're just gonna go very slow.
That's kind of the goal right now. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I want to go stealthy and slow.
Go ahead.
We
Give me a
want to try to
perception check.
sneak up on something for once.
Perception.
Give me a perception check.
How hot we feeling, boys?
Not hot.
Are we all perceiving or just the first row?
I think just the first row right now, but
Eric is not
Does it-
perceiving.
Doesn't matter.
I
Right.
fall into the hole below me.
no
Karg.
hole, no hole.
Look at the nat 1 on the left and the nat 20 on the right.
So, yeah, I mean, Barrack, you stumble over yourself, looking on the ground, the wall. Meanwhile, Karg scans the area very, very adeptly, and you sense there's no traps in this entrance or in the 20 feet leading up to the T intersection. And again, like I described earlier, to the left you can see a light source, you can hear laughter, and you smell that the cooking of the meats. And as soon as you get to that intersection, you can just kind of peer over the corner, and you can see the shadows being cast. There's creatures in this room, and they are clearly having a conversation. I guess. Go ahead, Eric. You have a question?
No, I was just gonna say, can I listen? And then I was like, I just rolled a 1.
They're
Somebody else
speaking-
can go.
They're speaking
So-
Goblin, so if anybody understands Goblin, you'd hear them.
I do, if I can hear.
Yeah, you can hear. You can hear.
Do they sound like fraternity brothers watching an episode of Jackass?
Yeah,
Was that-
basically, actually.
Yeah, they're laughing at us.
Well, the conversation doesn't seem to say that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you hear one of them say, No, Czar, listen. Then I go to the guy, and I took that dagger of his, and I started running it up his back, and you should have heard him squeal. That was great. And the other bugbears are, like, laughing at him and commenting on how he should have tortured him a little bit better.
Hey.
Oh, it was right. He was bleeding out. It was great, and I stabbed it right in the side of his thigh. Twisted the knife. It was awesome.
You know.
Amazingly, they don't seem to know we're here.
I'm ready to kill.
No, they need killing. Based on what they're saying, they need killing.
And then he goes, "Filthy orcs."
mean, like, still down to kill him.
Well, I noticed nothing to the right. It's just clean of traps. There's nothing over there.
I mean, you're going like very slow and just what's in front of you. You can't scan for traps, down the hallway. But
But okay.
Is there light beyond to the right?
to the
Yeah,
right,
right
there's no light. No, to the left, there's a fire that seems to be going.
Okay. Are we shocking
Step
and
up
awing?
here.
I guess we're moving. To
I
the
mean,
left.
if we could get a surprise round with some ranged
I'll
attacks, I
direct- I'll
wouldn't
We can
direct
get
mine.
mind.
surprises
Up a little
around
bit.
on Bugbears. We're doing well.
Hyro's like, wait, to the left.
Take it back now, y'all.
Are
It's
you?
up to the left.
Did we make stealth checks to this point?
Not since
We
got it.
can.
Yeah,
Yeah, go
not
ahead.
second ones.
Yeah, go ahead. Give me a stealth check.
Sweet.
Another round of stealth
No
will be good.
disadvantage.
Come on, Hyro. You got this. Yes, Hyro.
Well, that's as bad as I can do, essentially. Damn, you too, Skeggy. We're from 25.
We're
to
done.
29.
I don't know. I got a 9. I'm feeling pretty decent about myself.
Oh, yeah, never mind. That's the thing.
With
You
with,
have
with advantage, you
advantage.
got a 9.
No,
No, the
just
advantage
gets-
just
gets-
cancels the disadvantage.
Yeah,
Oh, it cancels the disadvantage of his
Yeah.
armor.
yeah.
So you hear
Okay.
one of the bugbears who's was probably listening to the story and laughing along with it. And I see your tokens have moved up, right? So I see
Yeah.
once you can see two bugbears. They're sitting on like little what are they sitting on? They're like little stools, I think. Let me describe to you the room first. So you see the corridor to the left ends in a room, a chamber. There are some cots pushed up against the wall that you could probably see in the background, but you could see these large, hairy goblinoids lounging on stools, 2 of them at least, and they have some sort of like stick with meat on it, and they're biting from it and then putting the stick back over the meat to roast more. And the one of them was laughing along, turns and notices you. And he looks, and Barrack, I think you're the first person he'd probably see. This is a large creature. It's a medium-sized creature, but he's rather bulky and large, muscular. And he looks over at you, and you can see, he goes, "Hey, look at this. We got some new recruits. Come on over."
I say, I'm looking for the front desk. I read the sign outside.
"You're in the right place. Come on over here."
I will walk over.
He reaches out his long, lanky arm, that's muscular arm. You know what else? You know what else I could compare this to? You ever look at like a guy who's like a professional arm wrestler? You know their arms are like way bigger than the rest of their body? That's what he looks. He's like this jacked, armed bugbear. He comes out and he motions to you to beckons you over, and he goes, "You're in the right place. Come on over here."
Good. I think we could really bring a lot to this group.
Are we
Come
really
on,
going?
friends. And I motion to my friends.
Yeah, bring it on.
Do it.
Are we okay? Are we? We're
I was
that
like, I
token
mean,
is
I hope
terrifying.
to see your tokens move too. I will walk right here. I
Not that
mean,
far.
Bob, I'm with my recent knowledge of from Hieronymus. I'm just trying to be a little thoughtful, looking around. I don't know if my one is gonna hang on though.
If I had a better stealth check, I might try to walk in the other direction, but
I put out my hand for a handshake.
You put out your hand?
I mean,
Sure.
yeah.
You don't even have to get too close. You get to like right here, and he just extends that arm out.
Ah,
He's like, "Hey, here you go," and he gives you his big paw.
it's quite the
Yeah.
reach,
Yeah.
friend.
He's like, "Oh, hey!" He grabs your hand. It's just like it's like painful to handshake with this guy, but he releases rather quickly. He's not trying to rip your arm off or anything like that.
I feel like you could shake my hand from 10 feet away.
He's like, "Hey, look what we got here. Some humans."
Don't blame us for the way we were born. We just love killing, right, friends?
Hey, I resent that. I ain't no stinking
one
human.
human.
Look at me.
Our average height is like 3 feet.
You have 3 humans with you. You have Barrack, Mohag, and Eric.
Well,
That's
the rest
two and
of
a
us they
half.
haven't noticed.
and we have 3 non-humans.
Yeah. And a bird.
yeah,
Bird.
we take them in all shapes and colors.
Which is
As long as they
actually
love a
okay.
good torture.
Oh, you hear that, Stock? And he like nudges the guy to his right, and he's like, yeah, come on in, get over here. Yeah, I'm Czar. This is Komk, and he looks over to this bugbear. This is Komk. Komk is looks like the more serious type. He's sitting there with his meat on a stick. It's a big skewer. It almost looks like the size of a spear, to be honest with you. That's how big it is. And he's holding it over the raging fire, cooking this meat. And the one to the side here, this one is Zardath. Zardath, he introduces himself, and he says, you can see he's the one, he looks most like battle scarred. He's got this gash that goes from like forehead all the way down across his right eye, kind of cutting into like the under the ear of the jaw. And he looks the most like battle hardened, but they all look very muscular. Those long, lanky arms, prominent feature that stands out. So we've got Zar, Stock, Zardath, and Komk.
I like Comp. It's my favorite so far.
He's rather quiet, but he looks at you all
I
and
don't
he
know.
kind of just gives you a glare.
I like Czar.
You like Zar?
Well, I like thinking of putting my warhammer through his head, but I like this right now.
Let the dying time start.
Come on in, have a seat, and they'll bring over some more stools from the sides, and allow you to sit.
Oh, excellent. Ah, good. What I heard, were you guys just telling some good old torture stories?
Yeah, the orcs. You know what I'm saying? Zar's continuing on the conversation.
I love torturing orcs.
Yeah, have a seat. You brought something
Sorry,
to
Derek.
share, didn't you?
What?
You brought something to share, right?
You mean story?
Oh, well, stories for sure. And then Zardath will enter in. He means food.
Of course.
It's family style here.
And I pull out the dragon tongue that I cut off the chimera from Knott's Cave.
Ooh.
And,
Oh.
and I spear that
Dude.
on an arrow.
recognizable?
Oh, dude. What do you do with this?
Wow.
And I spear it on an arrow. The dragon tongue from the chimera we fought in Knott's Cave way back when.
Oh, Komp.
Uh,
He sits right up and he's like, "Is that what I think it is?"
You're darn right. Only
Wow.
the best for me and my crew.
Is that chimera tongue?
You've had it before? How do you like it cooked?
Rare.
Right? Like it just stopped moving.
Is that Batman?
I'm totally down. I like put it on an arrow and put it over the fire until it like
It's been rotting.
it's
in the
slightly
fat
warm.
You
And
It's dry age. Komk is all into this. Komk will even move closer. He'll get up his stool. He'll get off his stool and he'll go sit right next to you, Barrick.
heck yeah.
Let me move. him.
And I'll cut it and offer him a big chunk.
He'll sit right
so-
behind. He'll bring his stool right behind you.
Right behind me?
Yeah.
So this is a pretty awkward way to sit with friends, isn't it?
I
Everybody.
don't know. I think it kind of suits you. You know, I think it's very friendly.
What are you guys doing over here? I see Mohag is
Taking
very
cell phone
hesitant.
pics of this.
Hieronymus is just dumbfounded.
Mohag is very
Mark?
hesitant to move into this room.
Yeah, Hieronymus, he's seen an entirely new low for this party, and he's
I've been wanting
enthralled.
to do. I've been wanting to do two things, and one of them was to use my magic awareness to see if I notice any magic items in this room.
Interesting.
I would've
Interesting.
done
What does
that,
that look like when you use your magical awareness?
So I looked at that, and it doesn't have. It just says, as an action, you can open your awareness to the presence of magic. So
Okay.
I'd like to think that, like, I don't know, let's say a fake third eye opens up in the middle of my forehead.
It's a totally normal thing to do.
I don't know that that's how it's going to work. I feel like it would be a psychic thing, no?
Yeah, I mean, it totally is. From what I'm reading, it seems like it's not something anyone else would notice.
Okay, so then you'll just scan the room. Here's what you see when you just, and by the way, this is anybody that really takes the time to just really look at the room. I gave you the description, but if you just look without a check, you don't need a check here. You can see that there are shields, great maces. They are larger than well, definitely it's like putting Hieronymus and Karg together is his great mace, and then some. But you can see this on the sides of the wall of the room, up against the wall. They're like just like kind of like laid there, like they just rested their weapons up against the sides of the wall. And then you also see that there are chunks of meat, just kind of like piled up in a barrel, probably in the corner of the room. There's also some cheese hunks and a smoky brazier in the center. They're cooking the meats on.
Magic weapons. Do I sense anything?
Nothing magical, no.
They don't have magic weapons. I walk right on up, and
Oh, there's also
out-
a. Oh, sorry, I apologize. There's also one more thing in here. It looks like there's a It looks like it's very rusted, and it's just leaning up against the wall. It's a gong.
What?
Yeah, a gong. Yeah. It looks like it hasn't. It's like it's got rust on it. It hasn't been touched in quite some time.
Every part of Tim wants to ring the gong.
It's made of iron. It's made of iron.
Yeah.
maybe it's an alarm.
It's got a. It's
Where
actually.
is the gong?
It's propped up with a rock. It's in the
Like-
corner of the room as well. So like maybe here. We'll say.
Okay.
Let's put little markings here. So we'll do the gong. Will be the circle. Okay. And then you've
So
got
the gong is not hung in a way that it could be gonged.
correct. It's leaning up against a rock
Gotcha.
in the room.
Okay.
And then you also have a food. I'm going to mark a little F here for food. There's like meats and cheeses. And then weapons. They're just all about. So like, the two bugbears to the left have their weapons situated behind them. The ones that were on the right, theirs are up against the right wall. And, they're not particularly placed in a certain way. So they say, "Come on in," and they're chowing down, eating, and they'll hand skewers to anybody that sits at a stool. So Eric, Skeggy, Karg, you'll get a skewer, and they'll tell you to go take a hunk of meat.
And I'll say thank you in Goblin.
Oh, look at this one! He speaks the tongue, and this one brings the tongues. Stock says.
I love a good tongue. And I think the moment the one guy comes behind me, I'm trying to make some eye contact with my man Hieronymus there. I'm trying to catch his eye.
He's watching and waiting for any kind of signal to end this nonsense.
What's the strongest looking of them? Does one stand out?
Comk, for sure. He's right behind Barrack, yeah.
So I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna take a swig of some booze, for my flogging, and I'm gonna pass it around. And
Oh,
definitely when it gets to Zonk, so I'm gonna look over at Hieronymus myself.
So you continue to eat. Barrack, Comk, who's behind you, he's like you could sense it without having to look back. That like saliva is dripping off of his fur onto the floor next to you.
Excellent. I turn around and put a big hunk of tongue in his face, but before I do, I want to wink at Hieronymus. And I want to put this big hunk of tongue right up in front of this guy, Conk's face, and go, "Come on, Fred, you gotta have a bite. It's delectable. It's
Hieronymus.
delicious."
Will throw a firebolt at him.
At who?
Excellent. And I am thinking I'm dodging.
So Hieronymus
Well,
takes that as the signal to start.
Okay. So real quick, just as you're doing this, you're saying, "Take this piece of tongue," whatever, and he's mouth watering kind of behind you. You'll see the other bugbears. They'll look at Karg and they'll kind of like do a little like head nod to themselves. And we're gonna roll for initiative, obviously. So the bugbears, as soon as the firebolt is launched, as well, it's gonna go into initiative. As soon as you raise your hand to do the firebolt, they take those skewers, which they were so ready for, and they start to stab at everybody sitting down. Let's roll.
Alright.
Oh yeah.
Should I at least get out the firebolt first?
No, it's they were actually ready for an attack.
Okay.
I mean, I think we were both ready for an attack. So
Yeah,
this
that's
is
why. Yeah, that's why we're rolling
perfect.
initiative. Yeah, exactly.
Perfect.
Yes.
Sir Karg's a lot. I love it.
Mm.
Okay. Wow, Mohai got a 20.
Let's go.
Karg's gonna go before Mohag.
It's actually a 20. It's actually a 22. He rolled a nat 20.
Yikes.
He wins.
I love your quick response there, John.
So I got Mohag at 20, Karg at 22, excuse me, and Karg at 20.
Yes.
Then I see Skeggy at 9. 6
Okay.
for Hieronymus. Barrick, what'd you get? 10?
Barrack has a 10.
Eric got an 8.
Eric got an 8. Okay, let me just change the music here. All right. Let's go to Mohag. Mohag's a little shocked. He wasn't ready for this. He didn't catch the cue. But once they start trying to skewer, they rip out the meat of the skewers and start to try to puncture his friends. He'll run into combat here. He's gonna move to here, and he'll attack. He'll attack Czar. I don't know why I rolled twice, but it's going to be a hit with a 23. And Mohag will do 9 damage as he swings his great axe into the bugbear.
All right.
Okay.
Way to
that's-
catch the signal, friend.
That's his turn. Yeah, he wasn't ready for it, but then he looked around. His lightning fast reflexes allowed him to act. Okay.
Before he reacted, he like flicked his head, his glorious mane.
Yes.
Fabio style.
Fabio. Okay, that's it. That's for him. We go to Karg.
Bonus action rage.
Yep.
That always goes well.
Oh boy, here it comes.
Never.
Karg, if I get sucked into a vortex, I'm gonna be so upset.
A 73?
Yeah. All right, change things. Yep, 73.
73. All right. Let's see what you get.
I like at least what it says there.
I bet you do. All right. So it's not something I'm going to describe right now.
Cool. Love it.
All right.
Nothing happens.
Karg goes into a rage, and I think at this point everybody's just gotten to the point where they're just like bracing themselves for the worst. And nothing happens. Go ahead, Karg. Do your thing.
Right. I'm going to attack the bugbear that Mohag attacked. Now I'm going to attack this bugbear right here.
Woo!
And that's
Which one?
20, baby.
Which one did you attack? Czar?
No, this one right here.
Gotcha. All right.
Can't read
That's
Czar, right?
obviously, this is stock.
Stock.
Go ahead.
Oh,
That's not great.
It's not. Yeah, it's not great.
I
But
mean,
it's
I
not
rolled
terrible.
a 1.
So you got using two-handed or one-handed?
One-handed.
Yeah, you usually do one, right? Because you have a shield.
Correct.
All right. So you have a 10 plus 1 is 11.
Yeah, I can't use a luck point to reroll that, right? No.
No, it's a D20 roll. Yeah. Okay.
That's like one of the worst crits I've had.
Yeah, but 11 is 11.
It's 11.
Does it go to 11? Is my question.
It's
All right.
Goes to 11.
It's one more.
It's one more. All right. So that's you moving or are you staying there? You like where you're at, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty good with where I'm at.
Okay. We go to Barrack.
yeah. All right. I turn to the guy behind me. I don't know. I guess I'm kind of turned to him already. I say, why don't you pick on someone your own size? And I attempt to compel him into a duel. So the big fella here.
Interesting ploy.
What is it? A wisdom?
Wisdom saving throw, yeah. 14.
It's gonna fail.
All right. So
What do you say to
Yeah.
entice the duel?
why don't you pick on someone your own size?
Then I need somebody else.
And I will this turn dodge.
Gotcha. So you dodge and use your bonus action to engage in the duel.
Yep.
Gotcha. And that's
So-
against Comp, right?
Yeah, the guy behind me.
Yeah.
So he essentially can't go anywhere else or attack anyone else.
Right, exactly. Now Comp
Without
didn't
disadvantage.
have Comp didn't actually have he didn't have any weapons on him, right? He was sitting at the far stool, and he doesn't have a skewer. He left a skewer there. But up against this wall are great maces and shields. So he's going to grab one of his companions, and he'll move next. So he's after Barrack, Skeggy. Yeah, Skeggy's up actually now. Skeggy.
Okay,
Mhm.
so my question is, I've got my crossbow. Am I, with these being bugbears with longer reach, can I use my crossbow from where I'm sitting? If I move, am I going to take an opportunity attack? What's going on? What's the impact of the long-armed bugbears on a ranged user sitting?
If I'm not
That's-
mistaken, you can. It's within 5. It's within 5 feet. It's not within engagement range. I think it's within
Okay.
5 feet. So you're good.
Okay,
Will you take an opportunity attack, though. That might be a different question.
if I move, will I take an opportunity attack? If I move away?
Well, that's a great question.
F around and find out.
That's a great question.
Because I don't want to take 3 opportunity attacks.
Well,
You don't have to move.
What?
I'll be honest with you. Without metagaming, I don't know if I should tell you.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, well, I've got my crossbow, and if I can get a shot off, I will do so. And I will put. In fact, I'll stay still so that I can get my steady aim, and I will put a crossbow in this guy that Mohag's already. Is that where I want to go? No, I'll just shoot right across the fire. I'll shoot at this guy.
Okay. He was hit by Karg. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's also in a group of 3 instead of all by himself.
Gotcha. Go for it.
So, okay, so I'm rolling with advantage, which I believe is shift. Yes, okay.
Yeah. You don't get any penalty for being there. And
I've
you
got
hit a
a
22.
22.
Wow. Nice. That hit.
Okay, I'm going to get my sneak attack because he's totally surrounded by my allies, right?
Yep.
And I have advantage on the roll anyway. That was a truly terrible roll. Oh, but I get
3.
to roll the 1 over, which I will. So I've got, I'm replacing that 3 with a roll 1d8 plus 2, right? Let's do this.
Yep.
So that becomes an 8. So he's taken 18.
Wow. Very nice. Very nice.
Piercing, baby.
18. That will kill him.
Oh, lovely.
Yep. That'll kill him. Just double checking. I think that'll kill him.
And I have used my bonus action, so I am done.
Yeah, that kills him. So, Stock goes down. He was the funny one. He was the one cracking jokes most. He goes down. Now we go to the bugbears themselves. The bugbears are going to act, and you saw that Stock was about to do the same thing, but now it's up to our good friend Czar. Czar. He's going to attack Mohag. Yeah, he'll attack Mohag. Ooh, he's going to hit Mohag for a 23.
For 23 points of damage?
No,
With a 23.
with a 23. He is
Okay.
going to do a... He
Like,
is going to
damn.
do some significant damage, though.
Yeah. Oh boy.
There's an extra D... There's an extra dice that got rolled. I don't know what's going on with that sometimes. Sometimes it's just rolling extra dice for seemingly no reason, but we'll see. So it's going to be doing... Oh, I rolled the wrong type of dice. That's actually bad. Let me just fix that real quick. All right. So it's going to be a total of 12 damage with the skewer as it hits. And Mohag, I'll keep track of Mohag. Okay. So Mohag takes 12 from him. The one that is next to Barrack, the one that he's compelled to duel with you, right?
Yep.
Okay. He's going to take the maul and attack you with it.
All right.
He's going to hit.
Really?
Yeah. Very
Bummer.
high.
Disadvantage?
Oh, you dodged. Right. Yeah. Whoops. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Try again.
No, he's not gonna hit. Nope, he's gonna waste that attack. But he swings wildly with the maul. Then we go to the next one.
I think he gets. Sorry, I think he gets to try and save again.
At the end of his turn.
Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I read it. Sorry, I'll figure that out while you keep going.
I'll make a save just in case.
Okay.
11, not gonna cut it, I believe.
Right.
Yeah. So he makes an attack and it's not gonna hit. And then the one that's next to you, Skeggy, the one that's 2 squares away, is going to reach out, grab its mace, and reach out and attack you.
Okay.
Let's go to... Here we go. What's your AC?
16.
Ooh, 15. Wow. Lucky you.
Yeah.
Yeah, 15, not going to hit.
Clean living, baby.
Not going to hit. But it does, you do get the sense that being 10 feet away, it swung and it was able to reach you if it needed, if it connected, it would have hit you. Okay, so that's the end of the Bugbear's turn. We got a stab on Mohag, a failed attack on Barrack, and a failed attack on Skeggy. We go to Eric Lavernus.
I'm gonna try and attack the one behind Eric with a guiding bolt.
Gotcha, go for it.
Was 22 hit?
That does.
All right, so it'll be, let's see, 5d6 damage.
It's 5d6 now, or are you casting it, upcasting it?
I'm casting it, yeah, second level.
Okay, gotcha. Nice.
Ugh.
Wow, that's unfortunate. 9 damage.
Wow.
Yikes. 3 1s and a 2.
I like the effort, Eric.
Yeah, well, I mean, whoever hits him next has advantage.
That's right. So he's hurt. Obviously, that hit hard, but he's still up. We go to Hieronymus.
Hieronymus will send Cockroach in to help Mohag against that one.
Okay.
And
You're a
he's
little low volume. Are you close to your mic?
How's that?
Yeah.
And he's going to cast Firebolt at the one that just got hit. So here it is. Uh, 18 hit.
18 will hit.
And then here's the damage.
This was here, or at the one that
the one on the left here.
the one that Barrack's fighting?
Yeah.
Yes.
You get advantage on it. See if you get a crit.
Oh, I like that idea. Negative.
Okay, but it's still clearly a
close.
hit.
13 damage.
Yeah, clearly a hit. 13 damage. Okay. Anything else from you?
That's all.
Okay. You move back to the hallway, and then we go to top of the order here, Mohag. Mohag's going to take that advantage and roll his great axe against Zar. Mohag gets a 1 and a 18. Luckily he had advantage, so that's going to be a
Nice,
hit,
Mohag.
and it's going to do a total of 13 damage, which kills... No, it doesn't. Sorry, lied.
Wow.
Which kills the momentum of the stream.
Good save, Bob. Very nicely done.
All right, that's Mohag, and he's going to stand his ground here. He's not moving. We go to Karg. Karg, what you got?
Card is going to move and come over here to defend the character that has attacked Skeggy. And attack this character right here.
So you're going to get an attack of opportunity.
Yes, I am.
Okay. I had a feeling you were trying to do that. Don't know why I rolled 2 dice again, but it's taking the first dice. What's your AC right now?
17.
Okay, you are going to get hit, which I'm sure you love this. So
Oh, jeez.
here's the damage. Okay, he's got a skewer in his hand, so I'm going to roll the skewer damage. Okay, so we're looking at a 12. I don't know why it's rolling an extra dice every time again. It seems to be some weird little thing when I use
Oh,
the
piercing.
dice
I'm
roller,
guessing.
but it's piercing damage. Yep. So take your 12 piercing, your raging, so it becomes 6.
Yep.
Okay, and you want to roll the dice card?
Sure, I'd love to.
Okay. As the skewer pierces into as the skewer pierces into Karg's tiny little frame, this like burst of energy erupts from the puncture wound and blasts the bugbear. It looks like that swirling aurora just like jutting out of his skin in a gout, and it hits the creature for 1 force damage. Okay. Karg, your attack?
Not quite enough to drop it, I guess.
No. You rolled a 1, but, you know.
I know.
It's cool! It's cool!
It would have been cool.
It's cool!
13 to hit.
It does not connect.
Yep,
Okay.
that's my turn.
Yeah, okay. So at this point, we go to Barraquilios.
Excellent. I will turn and say, Hyperius casts you down, weakling. And I'll swing
There we go.
once at the main the guy.
You're
trying to
dueling
duel.
with. Yeah,
Yeah,
dueling
for
with,
11 bludgeoning.
Good.
I assume a 22 hits. I got a little ambitious.
Yeah,
And an
it
18 to
hits.
hit.
Both hit.
All right, I'm going to smite him on the second one.
Wow.
Barrack Offensios.
Let's go. We got 8 more bludgeoning with let's see.
That's gonna annihilate him. Yeah.
All right,
Oh.
plus a
Oh.
double 8 6. Wait, the bludgeoning on the first one is
Yeah,
going to
you
annihilate
killed
him.
Yeah.
You don't need
Wait,
to
do I have to use the smite?
You do not.
Sweet.
No. Would you like
Alright.
to apply that attack to the one adjacent to you?
You can
Wait.
do that?
Well, you rolled the first hit, right?
The first hit was 11 bludgeoning damage.
And that killed the creature. So you would know that he's dead.
Oh,
Yeah.
then yeah, I would have turned to the one next to me
Yeah.
and just hit him with the 8 bludgeoning, but I wouldn't use a smite at this point.
Okay, so then you take your second hit on
Yeah.
the creature to the south of you. That would
Yeah.
be so. Yeah, you killed Conk, and now you're attacking Zardath.
Yeah, and I
Gotcha.
say, pretty disappointed. You guys are pretty soft.
All right, so he has no retort, but he wasn't the one cracking jokes or telling stories.
Yeah.
But we go to Skeggy.
Okay, so I just watched I just watched Card trigger the attack of opportunity by stepping outside of 5 feet.
Correct.
So I conclude that I could back up and not get in trouble.
It's up to you. Yeah,
Well, we'll find out.
we'll find out.
Okay, so I'm going to. Oh boy, do I take that risk? Can I still use my crossbow where I am?
You can.
Okay, well in that case, I'll stay where I am.
You've
then.
been seated this whole time.
Yeah, I'm badass, baby. I'm not even moving. And in between shots of the crossbow, I take a bite of the meat.
It is human meat. Just letting you know.
Yeah, so.
It's a familiar taste, Jeff.
No, I don't. If that's what I think it is, I won't do that. Okay, which one of these is in worse shape? The two
They've both been hit.
Both pretty
So,
bad?
Yeah. They've both been hit. This one's been hit multiple times. This one's been hit once.
Okay, let me see if I can finish this one off.
Which one? Top?
The top one.
The leader, Czar.
Yeah, we'll take the leader out. So I'm gonna use my steady aim, and come on, because I'm not in the right window. Sorry.
Barrick
we go.
feels pretty dumb. He thought the other guy was the leader.
21. He was the veteran, not the leader.
That will hit.
Okay.
You know, one assumes. Second time tonight.
So we get the big 8 on that attack.
He is dead.
Oh, wait. There's going to be something. Oh, he's dead anyway?
He is
okay.
dead.
Because I would have re-rolled something. But that's okay.
Yep, if 8 will do it.
Okay.
All right, it's just Zardath left. And Zardath is going to go. He is going to... Let's see. He'll smack... No. Yeah, I guess I'll do it. Karg? Barrick, do you want to impose disadvantage?
Darn right. Hey, that's my little friend.
He'll swing at you. He'll miss. And then he's going to run over to the back and prepare to bang that gong. He lifts up the mace to hit it.
Attacks of opportunity, I'm
Yep.
guessing?
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Hot
There we
rolls.
go.
Ah!
7 bludgeoning from Barrick.
What about Karg?
8 slashing.
So that'd be 15.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. He gets back to the area. He lifts up his hand, and he doesn't have any actions left, everybody. So he's just gonna wait. He's about to clang that gong, and we go to Eric Lavernus.
I'm gonna cast a Toll the Dead on him
Ah! Ah!
for 3 necrotic.
He's got
Oh,
wisdom saving throw.
He grabs his chest, and he's like, ah! Ah!
Oh yeah, he's gonna make a Wisdom saving throw. I suppose a 30.
He saved 19.
Oh yeah, he's okay. So he deals nothing.
Nothing. He doesn't grab his chest. He's all good.
he's great. He feels nothing at all. That's the weak type for me.
Do you want to move?
Yeah, I'll move as far away from that other door as I can. I'll move right up to him.
Go for it.
And that's it for me.
Okay. Let's see here. After Eric, it's Hieronymus.
Well, Hieronymus will send Cockroach in to help, and he's going to throw his firebolt at him.
Go for it.
Let's check to see if I have magic missile armed. I don't get advantage on this.
So it's actually up to you. I mean, technically, I just say for ease and simplicity that your creature can go on your turn. If you prefer it, you could have. I'm okay with having Cockroach go and aid for you, but if I think you've been setting it up to aid afterwards for your friends, right?
I would like to have that.
Then you
The
can do it.
intent was for him to help me hit. Dude.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine then.
Yeah.
I think other times you've done it the other way, though, haven't you?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
I've always kind of declared who.
Okay, gotcha.
In this case, I'm declaring it for myself.
Go for it. Then roll with advantage.
The 16 hit.
Are you using the aid? You have to roll with advantage first.
Yeah. So, well, here's the advantage. Oh yeah, that'll definitely hit.
That'll definitely hit. Connect with a 25.
For 9 points of damage.
And that'll kill Zardath.
Nice.
He goes down and he's just about to bang that gong, and then the firebolt hits him in the back. He drops his mace and he falls to the ground. Combat's over. Gong not rung.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did we,
I feel like
did we
stock.
just make it past the first encounter without bringing the rest of the keep upon us?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh, let's retire. Game
For
over.
now, yeah.
Skeggy leans his crossbow across his lap, and he pulls out his wineskin and just goes.
Bob, I want to look behind this gong. Let's see what it's attached to.
The gong is a rusty old iron gong, and it is just leaning precariously against a small rock, or I shouldn't say rock, a pretty large rock, but something maybe you could use as a seat. It's just a rock.
Right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
There are weapons here, but none of these weapons are usable for all of you. They are oversized, and they would be hard for you to wield.
Could this gong be fashioned into a really cool shield?
If it were, it's very heavy, and so you probably wouldn't want to use it. Although,
I'm just thinking of ridiculous.
oh, okay. By the way, what happened to the Chimera tongue?
I mean, I was cooking it and handing it out to them, trying to kind of distract.
Yeah,
So-
do you have it, or did you eat it?
I wasn't eating it. Well, I
Oh.
would have if they had asked me to prove like it's okay. But
Okay, so you pick up the charred tongue, or you
Yeah.
leave it here.
oh, I'll pick that up.
Okay,
Don't know how many more of these guys we're gonna run into.
it's
you know?
dry aged, and now
It
it's
is.
charred. Yeah,
It's the best.
Now it's smoked, dry aged.
yeah.
Lightly smoked.
All right,
Having
so
already noticed there were no magical items in that room, I have now double moved up north.
what's the Did you put the rules in the chat? I forget.
I did. I can do it again, but yeah.
Just read it to me one more time, because like the detect magic and a lot of these sensory type spells have a issue with like certain things, you know.
When you choose this path at 3rd level, as an action, you can open your awareness to the presence of concentrated magic. Until the end of your next turn, so that, again, this was in the past, you know the location of any spell or magic item within 60 feet of you that isn't behind total cover.
Ah, okay.
Sense
Gotcha.
a spell, you know the school it belongs to. Yada,
So
yada.
if there's a room and there's an item there that looks mundane but is magical, you would sense that it's magical.
Correct. So I'm not even bothering to look at that room because
Right.
I already did
Right.
that.
But if there's something in a container, you can't physically see it, you're not going to get that ability.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Yep.
I tip over the container of food.
Well, it only lasted till the end of his next turn, like 4 turns ago. So
Oh, either way, I want to tip over the container of food.
you do, and it's like there's flies surrounding the meat. It does not look clean. A lot of it looks like it's on the verge of spoiling, and
See where
the
they get
cut
the
of
name
meat is rather
Bugbear.
peculiar.
Oh, the what?
The cut of meat looks rather peculiar. You don't think it don't look like steaks or chops or anything like that.
Sure. Did you say it was human meat before?
I mean, without closer inspection, you don't know.
Peggy would know the taste.
I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna taste. I was really just seeing if there was anything in that barrel.
It does look a
Sometimes I
bit
don't
gamey.
Like humans.
A bit gamey.
Disgusting meat.
Even with
I-
mayonnaise.
I guess, Bob, can I tell what it is?
No, unless do you have any expertise in like
Medicine, roll
butchery
medicine.
or?
I mean,
Burn.
no, not really.
I would
Earn the
say-
expertise.
I would say, like, I don't know about you, Nate, but if you showed me a piece of steak and you told me it was steak, and I wouldn't tell
And
you
it was
what.
venison. Yeah, I wouldn't know the difference.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't
That's
know.
fine. I'm in.
Yeah, let's go with venison.
I'm not-
Maybe it's venison.
I'm not eating that meat.
Maybe it's venison. Maybe.
I'm
I
sure.
would know the difference between steak, venison, and bear.
Well, you have expertise.
Exactly.
All right, so you want to taste it, Hieronymus?
Hieronymus has already moved on. He's like,
All
you
right.
fools.
Yeah, I
Go.
see you're all moving up north. So let me just describe what you're doing here. So the corridor leads north. That leads north from this room. Has a staircase going up. It descends up into the mountainside. At the top of the little landing there are 2 doors. One to the left, and one to the right. They're just slightly offset. They have 2 little alcoves that the doors come from. These doors are common doors. They look rather mundane. Wooden. Nothing's particularly special about them.
Did anyone take any hits in the last battle?
I don't think so.
In my
It's
temporary hit points, did
Mohag did.
but yeah.
Oh yeah, Mohag took.
He took,
He
like
took
12
some
points.
damage, yeah.
Yeah, but he had. Oh, he didn't
He
have
had-
a temporary hit point.
No, he did.
Oh, he's on the list now because we're
Yeah, I
only
get
5.
6.
Okay.
So I'll give him 4, Bob,
Okay.
just so he's at full.
Should be just 3.
Didn't he take 12 damage?
You gave
Yeah,
him
but
8. You gave him 8?
You gave him 8. Oh, no, you're right. You're right. Okay, math is
Yeah.
hard.
That's all right.
Okay, so he's at 0. He's at full health.
And I'm activating my divine sense, Bob.
Gotcha.
Gotta do that
okay.
more often.
Gotcha. You don't sense anything right now.
Okay.
You know, like in the the Avengers Age of Ultron when they're all lifting the hammer. You remember that scene?
Yeah.
I don't know how much attention I paid to that one.
That was
no?
an important
Okay.
scene.
But you
No,
remember
that movie.
You remember the scene
Oh.
though, right, Nate?
Yeah.
You know, like when everybody's trying, there's no movement, and then Captain America comes up, and it's like that little like nudge. It doesn't like to somebody who wasn't paying attention. It like wouldn't have noticed it, but Thor did.
Uh-huh.
You get this like this sense in the back of your spine. You turn around, you look right at Eric, and then that feeling goes away immediately.
Yeah, I'm gonna start using Divine Sense way more. Yeah.
It was just a nudge. It was just a nudge.
Yeah, no,
nothing to be
I
alarmed
gotcha.
about. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah, my
then
spidey
you-
sense a little bit.
And you clutch your hammer in your hand.
Ooh.
We've been through so much together. It's not me.
They say, good work back there, Eric friend.
Thank you.
I don't know how you could have used Divine Sense for all those weeks and weeks that you were walking around with a pocket full of Chaos Rocks.
That's true.
I don't think I think this is like
That
the
would've-
second time I've used it in
Yeah.
this
Round
year and a half.
everything out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, what do you do, everybody? You get to the top here.
I
This seems to
haven't
be,
seen around the corner.
just
There's
I'll actually just give you
door-
one more piece of information. So this seems to be like a dead end right there. These are the two doors at the end of this corridor. The only other areas you've seen are to the right of the entrance.
so
Do
there's
you want to backtrack to the right then?
Go open the door.
I'm good.
Two of them. Open one of them.
Left
Which
or
one
right?
you thinking, Hyro?
The left one.
Sorry, Kark, didn't mean to interrupt. What?
Yeah, left sounds good to me. Left one or right one, I don't care. Let me at him. Let me at him.
Well,
Alright.
Get down. Let's go in.
Can I hear anything on the other side?
Perception check.
Alright, anybody else who's up here, please
Yeah, I'm right there.
perceive
Go.
as well.
We have a character designed to do these kind of things.
yeah, but we keep jumping ahead and doing it before he can get there to do them. So
Funny,
I'm not one who's going to step up and say I do that too, because
funny.
Please, if you're
That's- no, if you guys want to jump out front and
Dirty 20. What do I perceive?
It's pretty silent. You don't hear anything in that room. You put your ear to the door and you don't hear anything.
let's check it out.
kick it in, kill the monster, take the prize.
You want to open it? Oh, that's the wrong voice. Sorry, different character. Hey, you wanna open it? Open it nice and quiet. I don't hear anything on the inside. Let's kill him.
Go for it, little friend.
Who's opening the door?
I was asking Skeggy to do it.
Oh, is it locked? Do you need me?
I don't know, but you're the one who opens doors in like my experience here.
I open locked doors. I'm not the one first one through when it's a fight on the other side.
You want to test the door, Skate?
You
Sure,
can open it.
I'll scope out the door.
I'll be ready to go. I'm like towards the crack. You're like opening it from the hinge. side.
Am I okay? At first, I want to look over the door. It looks safe. It looks normal. Everyday.
It's
door.
a heavy wooden door, but other than that, it looks rather
Okay.
mundane. There is a like a handle with a looks like there is some sort of a key to this door. Now, whether it's locked or not, you'd have to test the handle. But
Okay, I will quietly test the handle and see if I need to unlock it.
it is locked.
I will use my proficiency in thieves tools
Go for it.
in an effort to unlock the door. So I'm going to make my dexterity. My dexterity save is also proficient, so I'm just going to roll that.
Sure.
And I can't. This lock is too rusty. I can't get it to open.
Yeah, that actually might be the reason. It's just kind of like a poorly designed door and lock, and it's old, rusted.
It's old and rusty. We're just going to have to kick it in. And I'll step back and let the door kickers take the lead.
I love kicking doors.
You can try the other one first. If this one's all rusted shut, then they can't open it either.
That makes sense. I'll come over here.
Sure.
Same-
Try the other door.
Same procedure. First, I look it over before I start poking at it. Looking for anything unusual about the hinges, the locks, anything else. I don't want to put my hand in a trap.
Made of a similar fashion of the other door. Same features.
Okay. I'll test the handle.
Yeah, it's locked.
Okay. I'll give it my best shot, which hasn't been too good so far. 17 this time.
You succeed.
Ah.
You get the feeling that this was a very hard to pick lock, actually, Skeggy. The lock itself may be old and rusted, but this lock was a tough nut to crack.
It was a good one even before it went to hell, huh? Even
This
before
was
it
good.
rusted
Yeah,
out.
this was a good door and lock. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think there's something good inside. This is a good door.
I just realized we never looked at the other guy's bodies to look for a key, huh?
Well,
That's not it.
what's the fun in that? Okay, so I'll back up and to Barrack and Karg, I will motion to them that the door is ready for their attention.
All right, everybody, get ready. Ready actions.
Who's opening it?
We-
Barrack?
Get
We-
the crossbow.
Uh,
I like to think I'm opening it, and Barrack, you're like at the crack, or are you on the hinge side?
I'm ready to protect you
There
Cool.
you go.
with my shield.
Yeah, I'm no longer raging, but so I'll be on the the crack side.
Gotcha. You open the door, and inside is a dark room. Now, you still have a torch, right, John?
No, not at this point. I mean,
Okay.
I,
There's
Yeah.
there's an ample time to
I
have
run to
gotten
Hieronymus and say, cast light. Bing!
tip of my sword. I love it.
There you go. You cast light, and you can see this. Beyond the sturdy door is a 20-foot square chamber. Various boxes, crates, and barrels are stacked about.
Hey guys, it's more supplies.
I heard about this place, Crate and Barrel. Good stuff in here.
I heard they make the best mac and cheese.
I'll come in and start searching along with, I assume, anyone else.
Does
Put a
everybody
pin in
just
mac
start
and cheese.
ransacking?
Yeah, let's start tearing the place up.
Yeah, as quietly as we can. But
Well, I'll watch the reverse direction. to
Yeah,
make sure.
I'm a watch behind this guy too. Crossbow at the
Divine
ready.
sense still going off.
Divine sense lasts for how long, Nate? A minute?
Minute, right?
Oh, it was. Why it doesn't say right? Yeah, probably a minute or so.
Gotcha. Yep. Okay. There are various boxes here, crates filled with high quality, dried and salted foodstuffs. You get the sense that most of this was headed to the keep.
It's one action. It just happens on that.
It happens
moment.
immediately. Okay, it's a
Yep.
flash. Gotcha.
Yep.
A pile of leather hides is in a stack pushed up against the back wall. Sitting on one of the crates is a large metal tray. You can also see the tray is holding a heap of dried herbs. There's goblin nip. It looks like a give me a nature check, Barrack.
Oh,
Yeah, and actually, I'm gonna actually combine this with your other roll, which you did to know bugbear physiology. Goblin nip is a variety like similar to catnip. It's something that bugbears and other goblinoids particularly relish.
I'm taking that.
You also find barrels of ale. You can see water. Excuse me, water. Jeez, watery wine in a keg. You also find some oil that will be used to light like lanterns and such. All of these would fetch a fair price at the keep.
How large is the barrel of oil?
The barrel of oil?
Yep.
You know,
Half keg, quarter keg, full barrel.
I don't know exactly the size, but it says that it can fit about 20 flasks in capacity. So probably smaller side, I would think.
5
Yeah,
gallons maybe.
I think I'm picking it up and just holding it under my arm. Well,
Okay.
on my shoulder. Maybe I
What
dump
would that
it
be? A
over the
quarter
bottom.
barrel? Is that a quarter barrel?
Well, I mean,
Probably
a modern barrel is 55 gallons.
Oh,
That'll
that's
probably be
too
a
big.
pony keg.
That's what I'm saying. It's probably like an eighth.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. It's that then. 20 flasks worth of oil, so a little keg worth of oil.
Yeah, so I'm going to dump a little bit out here and make a little bit of a lead to the door, and I'm going to cap that bad boy back up, and I'm going to take it with me.
Seeing
Okay.
Card pouring oil, I'm going to step out of the room very quickly.
You're pouring oil in the room, Karg?
What?
Anybody
Yeah.
else?
You're pouring oil all over the room with all this good stuff?
That's what he said. Yeah, he starts pouring oil.
It's not for us.
I was going to say, I'm kind of with Card. If we can't have it, no one can.
I'm down. I just want to make sure we sufficiently check the place out. You know.
Hieronymus will
Arcobo
step in
friends
and do
could
a
live
look
on
over.
this for months.
I'm definitely not lighting it. It's just like a contingent.
It can make a lot of charcoal with this big fire.
Yes.
That's
We don't
not
have-
how you make charcoal.
We don't have any honey. We don't have any. What else do we need?
We cleared
Apple
this
fat?
cave out. The kobolds can come collect it themselves.
That's true.
There's no point in burning it.
Definitely not burning it. Just getting it ready to be burned.
Chat, let us know if you've ever had a goblin nip before.
Yeah, wait.
I think I had it once in Europe. I didn't really like it.
But you didn't inhale, right?
You're still in your experimental phase.
Goblin nip is all about inhaling, but there's no fire. You just sniff.
It's goblin nip. That's it. You just rub it all over your face.
All right, then. Are we kicking in the other door?
Well, Hieronymus is going to do
I
an
run down and check the
investigation.
bodies for keys.
Hold on, Hieronymus, what are you doing here?
Yep. Sorry.
He'll go in there and do a search using investigation.
Okay.
By the way, while we're investigating, I'm pretty sure goblin nip is the thing where you really enjoy lasers, right? Laser lights.
19.
Yeah, exactly. Now, one thing I'll say, investigation is more to like kind of see how something works, or it's not necessarily to notice something. That'd be perception. So if you wanted to like investigate something in particular, like analyze something in this room, you could let me know, and I'll let that apply.
That would need to have we would have need to have noticed something first, right?
Correct. Well, I told you there are things in the room, so if you wanted to use that check on something to investigate a bit closer, then that might give you some more results.
Okay, yeah, I like that.
What would you like to take a
Can
closer
you give
look
me
at?
a really fast rundown? I'm sorry.
Yep, so there's crates full of food, dried foodstuffs, salted foodstuffs, pile of leather hides in a stack. Sitting in one of the crates is a large metal tray, which has a heap of dried goblin nip. And there's also barrels of, well, he took the oil, but there's also barrels of ale and watery wine.
I don't know about what this goblin nip is. Can I investigate that area?
Yeah. So with an 18, you got?
19.
19. Oops, I have to scroll down. A 19. I see it now. Yeah, you investigate. You start to like put your hands through this goblin nip and feel around, and it does just feel like, again, like dried herbs. You don't really see the appeal. I guess Barrack, maybe you've shared everybody what it's used for, but you
Yeah,
do
I
notice something though, Chris. The tray that it's on, it's actually not a tray.
It's a mirror.
You want to pick it up?
Yeah, I'll check it out.
Do you carefully do anything with the goblin, or you let that spill to the floor?
Is there a sack
I
here?
picked up the goblin nip and took it.
Oh, you took
Or
it
I'm
all?
taking it.
Oh, I
I
didn't.
mean, I'm gonna definitely take it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So then maybe we'll just say this: that as you're inspecting it, Hieronymus, you pour the goblin nip into like Barrack's pouch or something.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. When you
I'm
turn
very
over the tray,
curious.
you notice the tray is actually a shield.
Makes sense.
I handed it to Karg and say, "What do you make of this?"
I take a look at it. What do I make of it?
My detect magic takes too long.
It is an. It's a shield. It's a shield. It is a was upside down, being used as a tray to hold these herbs. John, I'll let you decide what insignia would be on the front.
I think it's the insignia of the inner belly.
Sounds
Oh.
about right. Maybe that of Castellan's
Personal
guard, something like that. Yeah. which we could say is stag. Maybe we'll say stag head.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Staghead superimposed on a keep.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. Like a rook almost, right? Like a
Yeah,
tower.
yeah. Like a
Yeah,
a white stag or a black stag on a white keep on a
Yep.
red background.
I was thinking more of a field of azure.
Okay, Field of Azure.
Okay.
That's fine.
No, actually, it would be yellow because the keep's colors were yellow and brown.
Okay,
So it'd be-
according to the rules of heraldry, the stag has to be white. The keep beneath it has to be black.
Yep.
And then the
The field could be.
field can be yellow or white.
We'll say it's like a mustardy yellow. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Are we talking about vexology? What we-
I don't know, but with the background is more yellowish, the keep, and then the stag head.
Is it particularly beautiful?
I mean, it looks well made for sure.
All right, I'll flash one more divine sense, my last one, to see if it is magical.
It's a +1 shield.
I'm going to equip it, if, unless we're going to talk about it. But yeah, that's huge for me.
Now, don't say I don't give you any magical items anymore.
Wow. Hyro was like,
It's a good thing you didn't burn this room down, huh?
Wouldn't I know it was magical after I burnt it down because the shield would be untouched?
I don't know. What happens? Can
I
you
don't
melt down a
know.
magical?
Don't
Yeah.
find out. You could throw all your magic items in the fire and see what happens.
You hear that, everybody in the chat? I gave them something.
Suddenly raining magic. Eric, are you the
Heck
only one
yeah.
without some great magical find yet?
I am myself inherently magical, so I'm not really-
Oh. And the greatest magic was the magic of friendship we found along the
Yeah.
Who
way.
has the wet rag? That's all that matters to me.
Honestly, if I don't have any magical item, I will happily take the rag and ever wet.
Who has the rag?
Hyro-
Hyro
the
is not
moist
giving
rag.
that up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's the only thing I really wanted too.
I need to know who has the rag at all times. So
Hyro,
it's you?
Hyro's got
Okay,
the
gotcha.
rag.
All
We're
right,
probably gonna learn someday that rag is actually an extra dimensional entity of great power.
It's the MacGuffin. It's the MacGuffin you didn't
I
know
mean,
about.
Hyro has examined it very thoroughly.
The ever moist rag.
Okay, so
Okay.
so you do you want to burn this room down, Karg? Is that what your intent was?
No, my intent was always to have it maybe on the way out or something as
Okay.
a distraction. Just was getting it ready to burn.
Okay, so right now there's oil all over the contents of this room, and you head out. Gotcha. Okay. Where are you headed?
I just wanted to check the other bodies, see if there's a key.
Yeah, it's funny actually. You normally all like loot the bodies, but you didn't even think about that with these ones.
Well, I think Karg was trying to preserve his rage, so ran off really quick and
Yeah.
followed quick.
Totally correct.
There's nothing other than 10 gold pieces worth of coin between all four of them.
All right, I take the 10 and give it to Mohag.
Mohag will gladly pocket it and say, yeah, got no problem taking this extra responsibility. Sure, no problem.
Thanks, Fred. We need you in the front lines.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
You're doing great.
You also are doing great.
Thanks. That's really gonna help me sleep tonight.
So
Thanks,
where
Mohag.
where we go now, Mohag says.
Through that door.
Why don't we just go get some rest? We did it well. We cleared the cave out, it seems.
There's at least 2 more directions.
Yeah, what?
All right. All right, yeah, I guess we could kick down this door. Let's do it. He'll step back to the stairs.
Yeah, I'm ready to kick.
I want to, but first my mouse cursor.
Yeah.
I want to be where I can shoot through if I need to.
I say, Karg, great looking shield, friend.
Right? It matches my eyes. I mean, look at it. It's so shiny.
It is fantastic.
Yellow and beady.
Hey, watch that halfling prejudice there.
I will look around everybody and just see if everyone's kind of we're doing this, and then I'll
Yeah,
kick
door.
down the door if we are.
Kick that door.
All right, I gotta
Where's-
kick down the door, Bubbo.
Give me an athletics check.
Yes.
Where's Cockroach while this is happening? Is he still down there?
25.
He's watching the
He's watching
intersection.
the. Got it. Good plan. Love that.
He gets a good line of sight both ways. So
Love that.
Bob, I actually want to double kick the door down and slide on like a surfboard into the middle of the room with a 25.
All right, Legolas.
You slide on my old shield.
Okay. All right. I'll release the door.
This is Legolas.
Bam.
Uh-oh.
Oh, nice.
Bam.
It's a bedroom.
It is a bedroom. The door to this chamber reveals a 30 by 20 foot chamber. You can see the furnishings in this room are rather battered and crude, but several pieces of silk are mixed up within the bedding. In all, you can see there are 6 silk swatches, kind of just like resting like layers of blanket there. There's also a table to the northern wall. There's a whole sorts of items strewn about. If you were to go up to it and take a look, you could probably tell what that is. There's also there's a gray chest up on the ledge near the ceiling that you can see in the corner of the room. This corner right here. To the left.
No body.
The room seems empty.
Seems.
Would you say that chest is like out of the reach of us, but maybe if you had long arms, you would be able to reach it?
I would say Eric could probably reach it.
I will happily get up and reach that chest.
Mohag could definitely reach it because he's very tall as well.
Eric could reach it with his prehensile tail. What?
Oh,
No.
Not me. Not me. I'm just a simple human.
All right. I'll watch here, Hieronymus. If you want to take your potentially magic detecting self in there.
I'll go and watch.
If you need any chests open, I'll come. I'm watching I'm watching the behind us for now.
All right. So you're looking around the room, and who's going to reach for the chest?
I'll reach for it.
Okay, go for it. Put yourself in the corner.
This corner right here.
Oh, this one right
Got
here.
it.
Right here.
Southwest.
Got it.
Okay. Barrick, you checking out the desk?
Sure.
Karg, are you checking out the silks?
Beds and the silk, yeah.
Yep. What are you doing, Chris and Skaggy?
I am observing, watching for anything that might be interesting for me to investigate.
Give me a perception check.
Perception. Look at that, I have a +2. Haha, 5.
Okay. Nothing out of the ordinary. Skaggy, what's Skaggy doing?
I'm watching into the room with the corner of my eye, but I'm mostly watching the hallways.
Gotcha. Give me a perception check.
Okay.
I've got cockroach at the intersection watching.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
that-
gotcha. Yeah.
That's
He gets advantage on perception checks
definitely true.
using sight and hearing.
Sure.
22.
You look down the hallway, Jeff, and you see obviously cockroach here. But I'm just going to use it as an overall, like a listen as well, not just looking. You kind of keep your ear out to the hallway as well. I'm assuming, right?
Yeah. I'm on alert.
You're on alert, and
I'm on
I think
alert.
you probably hear like a very faint moaning sound coming from the beyond the corridor that you didn't go down. You know, like to the right of cockroach.
Very faint moaning. High pitched, low pitched.
I don't think either particular high or low. Just a
Medium.
sounds like a small, like a very faint, hard to hear moan. Yeah.
Like-
Get in the prisoners.
That's pretty high. Yeah, pretty high check.
Yeah. I think I hear who we're looking for. And I mean, I'll say that kind of low. Certainly Hieronymus and Mohag could hear it. I don't know if the others beyond the room.
No,
Well-
the only you could hear it. So you could tell it, whisper it to Mohag and Hieronymus if you want.
I can hear someone moan in the other direction. I think I know where the prisoners are.
Mohag's like, oh yeah, let's go save the prisoners. Yeah, let's do that.
Well, we're not going alone, you and
We'll
me.
wait till we finish searching the room. Then we'll go.
Okay.
They've been there for how many days? They can wait another 5 minutes.
Wait, yeah, come on, it's a rush. It's a rush.
Well, I hope so, guys. I mean, I hope they didn't croak.
Tim, you go to reach up the croak. That was good. You reach up to the to that little chest.
Yeah.
Okay, great. It's heavy. You need a strength athletics check.
Okay. Let's see. It'll be 18, 20 plus athletics is +1, so 5. I am weak.
Like it's weird. Like it's right there, and it's not that big. Like it's the size of a small chest, but the angle, the positioning, it like is so hard for you to lift. You can't get it.
Yeah, I'm reaching over my head. It's tough to move, but it's there.
Yeah, you're trying, and you see him struggling with it. Barrick, you're going to the desk.
Yeah.
The chest has Mjolnir in it.
Yeah.
I need Mohag's help.
It can sit on the shelf, no problem.
You just need Mohag's help.
Yeah, Mohag has a pure heart. He can lift it.
You can see food. Like it looks like a variation of meats that you saw there, but it looks like they were eaten. Like they are just like picked off the bones. And there's crude cups and plates and bowls, cheeses. It looks like this is where somebody ate their dinner.
Does it look like it was recent?
Give me what check you want to make for that?
I mean, I'd like to make
Insight?
an athletics check, but yeah, I'll do insight, Bob. That sounds good.
He's doing wind sprints by the food.
19.
Yeah, looks rather recent.
Someone was just eating in here.
John.
Pretty recently.
John, you check out the silks on the bed, right?
Yes, sir.
You want to pick one up, or do you want to?
Well, very specifically, cards like knowledge of bad things is check under the bed first. So I'm totally going to look under the bed, and then I will look under the silks.
Gotcha. The this moment is when the bugbear reveals himself from his hiding place under the bed. You like lay your head down, and blam! You're gonna get blasted. He rolled really high I rolled it before in the chat. They were able to see it. It even surpassed Skeggy's 22 perception check for the stealth.
The sneaky is there.
So
That's what they do.
up front, I'm just getting the bed. Like you look down underneath the bed, and blam! This massive forearm and mace come out and smack at you. We're gonna obviously roll initiative. We're gonna do the whole surprise run, but we'll do it next week on Tabletop Bob as the Bugbear Chieftain reveals himself to fight.
Oh, great.
Let's go, big fella.
Next
Glad we
time,
get the prisoners first now.
don't forget, everybody. Have you tried Manticore tongue?
I thought it was Chimera tongue.
Chimera tongue?
And which tongue are we talking about?
The
goat,
dragons.
the lion, or the dragon? The dragon. Oh, you
Dragons.
took the dragon
Dragons.
tongue. You're right. You specifically mentioned that.
That's up to you to
The good
decide.
one.
It's good.
Don't forget, Call of Cthulhu on the channel coming up next week. Keeping the Borderlands returning on Wednesday. We've got lots of stuff. Subscribe. Make sure you comment after the video if you're watching live right now. Like the video as well, because that's always good. Help the algorithm out. If you'd like to support the channel, down below in the link, there are descriptions to everything. Check it all out. We'll see you on the tabletop. Thanks for watching with us. Have a great night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Adios, friends.